Sometimes I think, really think, what would it be like to be brought up in a better place? Fantasy, scruff, smackhead, scally, a place I call home. It gets under your skin. They're wrong, so wrong. Start, stop, think. It's complicated. It's also complicated. To think or not to think. Decision, survival, all too much. Where is that better place? Is there a better place? Dream? Change? No, it's the greatest. Everything. Playing, laughing, crying. More serious, lots of things. Around. Make it stop. Place keeps moving and I see it passing so quickly. I want to remember, embrace, enjoy, don't forget. Moving on, moving up, doesn't mean forget. This boy, this man you see before you, Salfordian born and bred, there is no better place. You there, in your glowing tower, see what surrounds you and believe me when I say, there is gold in them there streets and I am a piece of it. I love this place. Open your eyes and you see a city with a big heart. Move on from the scruff, smackhead, scally. No time to worry. Dream big. Dreams are like candy. Sweet, hard, soft. Tastes so good it'll be daft not to.
They taste like midnight, darkness, tiredness flecked with wakeful diamonds reflective and sharp. You could slit your skin with such starlight. It could slice you to the bone and beyond. Not like Mum. Her demise was so soft and sudden, sand heavy in her lungs, weighted down by something I don't understand. Water is life, I feel, I see, all in its light, and yet I see nothing at all. I looked once into her eyes as she rose from the river. Her eyes gripped my heart and choked the air from my lungs. Regret. I turned away. Couldn't watch her, flailing, weakly, powerless. She was the greatest mother, not something the tide could take away. Mindless rivers not caring for who they devour. How could I watch someone so vibrant be absorbed into something without a sentient life of its own?
Look, if you're going to insult Jeff, look, he's the only friend I've got as a matter of fact. Why were you so nasty to him? You hurt people's feelings and you don't even notice. We're all princes in our own little kingdom. You're not to insult Geoffrey. Will you leave him alone? Has your husband thrown you out? There's no need for you to worry about me. I can work for the baby myself. I can do anything when I set my mind to it. There's no need to be so superior. Look where all you swankins landed you. What does a little lady want? An engagement ring? And now he's thrown you out, hasn't he? And you have to come crawling back here, making a fool of yourself over that throwback. This is my flat now, Helen. You're a real fool, aren't you? Do you know what I think? I think you're still in love with him. What happened? So we're back where we started. And all those months you stayed away from me because of him. Just like when I was small. So you stayed away. I've been performing a perfectly normal, healthy function. We're wonderful. Do you know, for the first time in my life, I feel important. I feel as though I could take care of the whole world. I can even feel as though I could take care of you too.
Well, I never get to 12 o'clock without having at least 2 or 3 pieces of chocolate. I can't get past noon without a bite. I'd die without it. I would. Even just thinking about it makes my heart race. I think my favourite chocolate is with a raspberry or strawberry filling, or caramel with a nut, or Turkish delight. Have you ever tried chocolate mousse? The best kind is with tens of thousands of air bubbles running through it. Oh, it's to die for. Or chocolate fondue. You melt the chocolate in a bowl, skewer pink and white marshmallows on a cocktail stick, and dip it into the warm, melted chocolate. Oh, bliss. Chocolate advent calendars used to frustrate me. If you put Father Christmas and the Easter Bunny in a boxing ring, my money would have to be on the bunny. Easter eggs. Chocolate eggs to be eaten on Easter Day. So that would almost make chocolate a religious or spiritual experience, I'd say. Who thought that one up? Whoever you are, I salute you. If I ever found myself in Willy Wonka's gigantic chocolate factory, I'd be Augustus Gloop, the kid the size of a hippopotamus, who landed in the chocolate river. I bet you're glad I don't resemble him, huh? Oh, but listen to me go on and on. What about you? Tell me a bit about yourself. Just one moment. Are you finishing that dessert?
Lately, there's this feeling in me that won't die. It devours my insides till there's not much meat left. Skin and bone boy with the whole world rolling away from his feet. People tell me that being 16 is like being on top of the world, but it seems to me that being on top of the world is risky. 1 minute you're invincible, and then you do something to prove you're not. You're left free falling, anticipating an impact that's always still harder than you imagined. Can't seem to pinpoint this feeling in me or wrap my hands around it. Trying to shake it is like commanding gravity to let go of the earth. Impossible. I don't like that word, but who am I to judge when my own tongue would up and leave me if it could? Words. I'm supposed to be good with them. I try to sweet talk myself into believing I'm a decent human being, but I'm saturated. My bloodstream has swallowed up all the sugar it can hold, and it still does not make me sweet. I'm aging, starting to shed innocence, like snakeskin. Changing. Can you recall the year you abandoned your youth? Did you lock it in a box at 21 and swallow the key? Tell me, are you still a child in your dreams? Perspectives. They're strange. For example, a lot of adults assume that kids know nothing, and most kids believe adults know everything. I've concluded that none of us know anything. I'm so tired of pretending, 24/7. I waste seconds tearing out eyelashes and making a wish list. Forgiveness. I need it like lungs need air to breathe. I don't follow a religion, but pray heaven exists, and I get there because sometimes this world is too much ocean and all my ships have sailed.
It's Adam. We were just having a laugh, weren't we? We were all, you know Adam. You know what he's like. So we were sort of, you know what he's like. He was sort of hanging around. Yeah, trying to be part of, yeah. So we're having a laugh with him. He's laughing as well. See how far he'll go. We got him to eat some leaves. Great big ones. And dirty leaves off the floor. He ate them. Just like that. Just like that. We were all in stitches. Adam too. Oh yeah. Adam was laughing more than anyone. Nutter. Complete nutter. Big fistful of leaves. John was laughing his head off. He burnt his own sock. He set them alight. Anything. He'd do anything for a laugh. We got him to nick some vodka. You could tell he was scared. Oh, he was terrified. He was completely, pretending he'd done it before, big man, pretending he's, you know what he's like. Do anything. And you're thinking, will he do anything? What won't he do? Let's punch him. He was laughing. Yeah, at first he was. We took it a bit far. All right, half an hour, 40 minutes. He was still joking all the way.
All of the striving towards big life and all of the coldness of clear living. My sight corrupted by the very thing I couldn't stop seeing. Her hands grasping and grasping, trying to grab onto the side. I froze, waiting for her to find her way out. How could a mother falter? How could she not have the magic to levitate, walk on water, rise above whatever, dragging her deeper and deeper into the current? The river knows. Only the river knows. The river holds her still. Her bones now shells for crabs and beetles. Maybe that's why the wind renamed me. I'm daughter of she of the shells.
As I was coming up here, there was this big wind of fluff. You know, this big wind of fluff, like dandelions but smaller and tons of them. Like fluffs of wool or cotton. It was really weird. It just came out of nowhere, this big wind of fluff. For a minute, I thought I was in a cloud. Imagine that. Imagine being inside a cloud, but with space inside it as well. As I was coming up here, I felt like I was an alien in a cloud, but really felt it. And in that second, Phil, I knew there was life on other planets. I knew we weren't alone in the universe. I didn't think it or feel it, I knew it. I know it. It was as if the universe was suddenly shifting and giving me a glimpse. This vision that could see everything, just for a fraction of a heartbeat of a second.
Laugh. Fun, that's what I can say. Keep it gentle. Don't worry. That's what they say. It's all so big. It rains and I want it to stop. I peer through the window and the people move like drones and I sit, wonder, stare, try, stop, look, watch. All begins again and my little tower where I find myself stays the same. Pitter-patter goes the rain and then I'm taken. Story time. I love story time. Take me away. Let me know. Forget. The future's looking bright. No, the future looks grim. The rain becomes dark and the clouds move in. Big world war. It's happening. Destroyed. Families killed. Across the tape goes. Shuts us up. Don't let us speak. Wait. The world has become a danger zone. The lights flash red. We are lost. It was the thunder that woke me up. There was a terrible storm outside now, and I suddenly felt rather frightened. I turned to look for Zara, but she wasn't on my bed anymore. She'd gone. Zara had gone. And now there was more thunder and more lightning. I went to turn on the light, only it wasn't working. For some reason, all the lights weren't working. I went to go see Mum and Dad, but as I did this, above the storm, I heard something. Someone moving downstairs. And at first, I thought it might have been Gary. He's always getting up in the night for a sandwich. So I listened to his door. And I heard him snoring. It would take more than a storm to wake Gary. I heard the sound again, coming what sounded like the kitchen, and I knew that it must be Zara. And I knew she was down there and she wanted me. And I knew she might be frightened too. And I found my way down the stairs in the dark, trying not to wake anyone up. Zara! Zara! Where are you? Zara? It's me, Lucy. Don't be frightened. And then this happened. I was halfway down the stairs when there was this tremendous flash of lightning and this huge clap of thunder. I must have caught my foot on the stairs because the next thing I knew, I was falling. Zara!
Lucy, are you alright? Here, come and sit down for a second. You'll be alright, you just knocked your head when you fell. Can't you guess who I am, Lucy? Gary's a weird, Lucy. You said it yourself, you said it to me, Gary's a weird. You have spoken to me, Lucy, you talk to me all the time. You tell me everything, your deepest secrets. I know everything there is to know about you, Lucy. Tracy Taylor says she wasn't going to be your friend anymore because she said you cheated in French, which you did, pretended you didn't care, but afterwards you went and hid in the changing rooms on your own and cried. You did, I saw you, and the next day you brought some scissors to school that I took from the bathroom cabinet and you was going to cut up her French exercise book just to teach her. You didn't do it in the end, but that was only because you got too scared to go through with it all. Do you want me to tell you what happened at Pete Scarford's parents' house when you went to his birthday party? He wanted to use the toilet only, it was too busy, so he went in a bath instead. I saw you, Lucy, I was there. That's it, Lucy, I'm Zara. I'm still invisible to everyone else except you. If you believe in anything strongly enough, it can happen. You believed in me, Lucy. You believed in me so much that I'm here. I've come to stay with you. Would you like me to stay forever? If that's what you'd like, then I'll stay. It's alright, I'm here now. I'm with you now. You must get some sleep. We'll talk again in the morning.
Daughter of Eve, from the land of Spare-Oom, where eternal summer reigns around the bright city of Wardrobe, will you come and take tea with me? It's only just around the corner. There'll be a roaring fire, and toast, and sardines, and cake. Take my arm, Daughter of Eve. I'll hold my umbrella over both of us. That's the way now. Off we go. My humble home. After you, Daughter of Eve. Take a seat while I prepare the tea things. Explore, don't stand on your head. It's sort of the same to me. I'm trying to concentrate on the cookery side of life. Now, Daughter of Eve, I wasn't sure what you'd like, so I've done you everything. Nice brown eggs, slightly boiled, sardines on toast, buttered toast, toast with honey, and we'll finish with sugar top cake. I hope that'll do. Oh, I don't suppose there's ever been a worse fawn since the beginning of the world. My old father now, he would have never done a thing like this. I'm in the pay of the White Witch. She's the one who keeps all Narnia under her crooked thumb. She's the one who makes it always winter. Always winter and never Christmas. Think of that. I'm paid to be a kidnapper. Look at me, Daughter of Eve. Would you believe that I'm the sort of fawn to meet a poor innocent child in the wood and invite them home to my cave for tea so that I could hand them over to the White Witch? But I have. Don't you understand? It's not something I have done. I'm doing it now.
Thank you, Mr. Tumnus, but I ought to get back. Well, I can't stay long. I'd rather explore if you don't mind. Well, the first thing I do in the new room, I always inspect the books. Let's see. Nymphs on their ways, breeding care of unicorns, is man and myth. We don't have any of these at home. Oh, that would do. What is it like, Mr. Tumnus, living in the forest in Narnia? Mr. Tumnus, whatever's the matter? Mr. Tumnus, don't. Aren't you well? You ought to be ashamed of yourself. What have you done? The White Witch, who is she? How awful, but what does she pay you for? You wouldn't do anything of the sort.
The most exciting thing was when I flew in free for the first time. You ought to have been there. I was frightened to death. Well, I'd been flying him on the creance for about a week, and he was coming back to me anything up to 30-40 yards. It says in the book when it's coming this far, it's ready to fly loose. I don't know. I kept saying to myself, it was the creance today just to make sure that I'll fly it free tomorrow. I did this for about 4 days and I got right mad at myself. So on the last day I didn't feed him up, just to make sure he'd be sharp set next morning. I hardly went to sleep that night. I was thinking about it that much. Next day, it was Saturday, I thought, right, if he flies off, and it can't be helped. So I went down to the shed. He was dead keen as well, walking on about on his shelf behind the bars and screaming out when he saw me coming. I took him onto the field and tried him on the creance first time, and he came like a rocket. So I thought, right, this time I clipped the creance and let him hop onto the fence. There was nothing stopping him now. He could have flown off and there was nothing I could have done. I was terrified. I thought, he's forced to go, he's just going to fly off and that'll be it. But he didn't. He sat there looking around while I backed off to the middle of the field. I held up my glove and said, "Come on, Kez! Come on, Dad!" Nothing happened at first. And just when I was about to go back to get him, he came straight as a die, about a yard off the floor. He came twice as fast as when he had the creance on. He came like lightning. Head dead still, wings never made a sound, then wham, straight into glove, claws gripping the meat. I was that pleased I didn't know what to do myself, so I thought to prove it, I'd do it a second time, and he came just as good. That's it, I trained him, I'd done it!
That scared you, didn't it? You can't actually actually see me, but you know that I'm there. I think I'll have a little fun with you. You have been very rude and kind about our family portrait, especially the one of Uncle Frederick in the drawing room. You didn't like that, did you? Strange draft indeed. That was only a little gentle breeze. I can move furniture too. Would you like to see that? Watch this plate. I can focus on it, lift it from the cupboard, move it across the room and... Whoops! It smashed on the floor. I didn't mean to do that. Really? I didn't. I only wanted to scare you. It's quiet here now. Funny, that's the third couple we've left today. It's a pity my family have to sell the house. It takes so much money to run it. Someone should buy it and restore it to the house that I remember so well. The elegant gowns, the Christmas balls, the handsome suitors, the lights, the laughter. I loved my life here until falling off the horse. Wait, someone else is coming. I better get ready to greet them. I think she can feel my presence. She's smiling and she likes the furniture. She says she likes the roof and the window. She loves the atmosphere. Could she be worthy of the house? She looks nice. I wonder if she could see me. She's looking in my mother's mirror. Don't turn around. Now you can. I'm right behind you.
What is my name? Peter Pan. Don't be sorry, it doesn't matter. Where do I live? I live second to the right and straight on until morning. It's not funny. No, it isn't. Letters? Don't get any letters. My mother? I don't have a mother. You mustn't touch me. I don't know why. I'm not crying, but I can't get my shadows to sit back on. I never cry. It hasn't been itself yet. Wendy, look, oh, the cleverness of me. You did a little. Wendy, don't withdraw. I can't help crowing when I'm pleased with myself. One girl's worth more than 20 boys.
I was in the dark, walking, crawling in the dark. When you're moving but with your hands and knees, crawling in this dark place, and I don't remember things. I fell into, wake up. I woke up with liquid in my head, leaves dead and rotting. I remember leaves, but just dark, maybe a light, high above, and I drank the liquid. It was blood. It was mine. So it's not wrong because it was mine. Crawling for a long time, I thought. It was hard to tell. Tunnels, scared. I felt like the dark was my fear. I was wrapped in it, like a soft blanket. Then I came out. I saw this light, this daylight. I saw this light. I went that way, towards, and I thought I died because that's what people go to the light. There was such a pain in my head, and I thought the light would make it go, but it didn't, because the light was. I was confused. I was sad, crushed. I came out, couldn't remember things. I couldn't remember anything. I was new. I knew me, and I felt happy.
What are you thinking? No, don't tell me, You can talk to me. I won't judge you, whatever it is, whatever you're, I won't. Is it me? Not that it wouldn't matter to me if you weren't or you were actually, so are you thinking about me? What good things, Phil? Or is it a negative? Which doesn't work because people can see that you're pretending, which makes them awkward. It's a nightmare. So, it's life that upsets the natural order. You've lost it, John. Only been 4 days, but everything's changed. Whoa. I've been here before. Do you think this has all happened before? A starling. It's going to. And on that rock. Now.
I'm not bothered. Phil, I'm not. I don't care. You know I don't. What? Like I talk too much? Is that it? That I talk too much? You, sitting there in absolute silence, thinking, Leah talks too much. I wish she'd show up once in a while. Is that it? Because don't. You know, judge. Because alright, I do. There, I'm admitting. I am admitting. I talk too much. So shoot me. So kill me, Phil. Call the police, lock me up, rip out my teeth with a pair of rusty pliers. I talk too much. What a crime. What a sin. What an absolute catastrophe. Stupid, evil, ridiculous. Because you're not perfect, actually, Phil. Okay? There, I've said it. Scared. Scared, Phil. I'm scared. They scare me. This place. Everyone. I'm just the only one saying it. The fear that everyone here lives in. The brutal terror. It scares me. Okay? I've said it. And I'm not ashamed. Yes, I am ashamed. But I'm not ashamed of my shame. Give me that much credit at least.
Everything's fine. Not fine exactly. Alright, fair enough. I mean, things are bad. This is tricky. It's a tricky... Look, we have to keep together. We have to trust each other and believe in each other. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to keep things together. I'm trying to keep everyone together. Ever since I came to the school, haven't I been trying to keep everyone together? Aren't things better? For us, I mean. Not for them, not out there, but for us. Doesn't everyone want to be us? Come here, in the woods. Isn't that worth keeping hold of? Because if you've got a side, that means you're not on my side. And if you're setting yourself up against me, and I thought we'd got over all that silliness, I thought we were mates now, which we are, and all that silliness is over, which it is, and you're on someone's side, then you're on your own side, which is very, well, to be honest, very silly and dangerous. Are you on my side? Are you on my side? You are? You sure? I'm finding this all quite stressful. You know that? I'm under a lot of stress. You shouldn't put me under so much stress. Dead. He's dead. What do we do?
I disgust you. I do. No, I do. No, don't, because it's all right. It's fine. I'm not gonna, or whatever. It's not the collapse of because I do have. I could walk out of here. There are friends. I've got friends. Well, not exactly I haven't, but I could. If I wanted, given the right, given the perfect, circumstances. So don't, because you haven't either. I mean, it's not like you're, Mr., popular. You haven't, but that's different, isn't it? I mean, it is. Don't say it isn't. Really don't. You'll just embarrass us both. It's different because it doesn't matter to you. Does it? Sitting there. Oh, maybe this has all happened before. Do you think this has all happened before? The world has just changed. Reality is not what we think. This isn't real. Maybe we're caught up in some sort of... Hang on! A bird is going to... Any minute now!
Are you happy? Don't answer that. Sorry. What's wrong with me? Sorry. Are you? I mean, what is happy? What's happy all about? Who says you're supposed to be happy, like we're all supposed to be happy? Happy is our natural, and any deviation from that state is seen as failure, which in itself makes you more unhappy. So you have to pretend to be even happier, which doesn't work because people can see that you're pretending, which makes them awkward. And you can see that they're pretending to be happy, and their awkwardness is making you even more unhappy. So you have to pretend to be even happier. It's a nightmare. And look at the rest of the universe. Venus. Look at Venus. Hot enough to melt lead or Titan, with oceans of liquid nitrogen. I mean, the stars. 1 billion nuclear reactions a second. I mean, to be honest, it's all either red hot or ice cold. What have we done?
Phil's upon the field. I said to him, what do you want to be sitting up here for? Don't you get bored? Don't you get bored sitting up here every day, doing nothing? I said, everyone's asking after you. You know that. Everyone's saying, where's Phil? What's Phil up to? When's Phil gonna come down from the stupid field? Wasn't it good when Phil was running the show? What do you think about that? What do you think about everyone asking after you? Nothing, no answer. He wasn't interested. I asked, are you interested in what's going on? No answer. You can't stay up here forever, I said. When are you gonna come down? He said, Richard, let's go. He goes back to staring at nothing. I said, as I was coming up here, there was this big wind of fluff. You know, this big wind of fluff, like dandelions, but smaller, and tons of them, like fluff of wool or cotton. It was really weird. I mean, it just came out of nowhere, this big wind of fluff, and for a minute, I thought I was in a cloud. Come back! Phil! Phil!